Hi, my name is Eric Bell, and I am really, truly excited to be working with you this semester. Now, I know that you hear that from a lot of professors and may even question the authenticity of my statement, but I really mean it. I'm excited about meeting you, and I'm really excited about this thing called accounting. You see, this profession literally created the pathway for me to advance several socioeconomic levels, coming from a single parent home with two older brothers and one younger sister, living in public housing, to being able to own several properties and create jobs and housing for others. But it isn't just the money that excites me. It is the kaleidoscope of opportunities that an accounting profession has presented to me, from an auditor to a forensic accountant to an expert witness to a professor. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me go back just a bit. I graduated from Cal State East Bay with a bachelor's degree in business and an emphasis in accounting. My interest in accounting was sparked when I was in high school. More about that later. Immediately after graduating, I started working at KPMG in San Francisco as a financial statement auditor. I was extremely happy with my career and was progressing faster than most. Then I got the itch to leave public accounting and chase after that late 90s stock option craze. I accepted a role as an assistant controller and SEC reporting manager for a company that had recently went IPO. The catch was I needed to move to the New York area, Stamford, Connecticut to be exact. Not the most exciting place for a 20-something-year-old. Plus, my stock options became a victim of the 2000 recession and were essentially worthless. So, after completing an entire SEC reporting cycle and an audit from the client side, I decided to return back to the Bay Area, back to KPMG, back to audit. After a few more years of audit, I got another itch to pursue forensic accounting. Well, actual story goes like this. Two of my audit clients were under SEC investigation for fraudulent financial reporting. And since I was a signing manager on both audit engagements, I was subpoenaed by the SEC on 3 separate occasions. I vividly recall sitting in a prep meeting with my attorney and a forensic accountant on a Sunday afternoon and thinking to myself, I wish I was on the other side of that table. So that is what led me to forensic accounting. And that is what led me to Deloitte, also in San Francisco. While at Deloitte, I had the opportunity to work on some very interesting cases. I joined the team right when the stock option backdating scandal came to light, so there was no shortage of work and no shortage of excitement. I had the chance to serve as an expert witness, write expert reports, develop cross-examination questions, and read a bunch of private emails. But the one task I relished the most was being able to explain accounting to non-accountants. This is what reignited my interest in teaching. While working at KPMG and Deloitte, I taught at the University of San Francisco, California State University East Bay, and Golden Gate University. I actually enjoyed teaching so much that I went back to school while working and teaching and earned my master's degree in accountancy. So after enjoying 7 years at Deloitte, I joined a smaller firm that focused specifically on forensic accounting. This firm was based in Boston, but I was hired as the managing director of the San Francisco office. I thought I had finally made it, but honestly, I felt unfulfilled. And it wasn't until one night in New York, it was cold, I was tired, and I got lost. I was looking for NYU. See, I had agreed to speak to an evening class of graduate students, but underestimated how challenging my day would be after a grueling cross-country trip and a day full of intense meetings. But once I entered the classroom, I came to life. It was at that moment I realized what I wanted to do professionally, and that is teach. I made the bold decision to leave public accounting and corporate America and pursue education full-time. I earned a tenured position at Las Positas College teaching accounting and financial wellness. 8 years later, I still show up to work every day thinking I have the best job in the world. So that is me professionally. But I also want to tell you a little bit about me on a personal level. I truly believe to whom much is given, much is required. I serve on 3 different nonprofit boards. One is Alameda Youth Basketball, where I volunteer as a referee for youth basketball. Another is Live Now Inc., which is the nonprofit we're using to develop our financial literacy app, which will be specifically designed for people of color who struggle to manage their finances. The third board is the Accounting Career Awareness Program, where I serve as the chairman of the board. This organization was founded in 1989, and its mission is to create awareness about the accounting profession to high school students in order to increase the number of African American and Latino Americans who pursue careers in accounting. Going back to earlier in my story, I was honored to be a part of this program when I was in high school. It is so serendipitous now to be serving in this leadership role for that same organization. On my free time, I enjoy music. I sing, I play the piano and the guitar. It brings me calm and comfort and allows me to exercise the creative side of my brain. And the most important responsibility I have is being a father to my 4 wonderful children. My 29-year-old daughter, who graduated from an HBCU and now has her master's degree in marriage and family counseling. My 23-year-old son, who graduated from an HBCU and now has his master's degree in accounting. My 6-year-old, who has mastered kindergarten. And my 3-year-old son, who has mastered the ability to count a little bit past 20. So let me end this where I started. I am really excited to be working with you this semester. This is going to be such an interesting course because we are going to explore the language of business as told to us in SEC reports. So get ready to be entertained, educated, to teach, and to learn. I'll see you soon in this virtual world.